gained and lost 150 pounds within the last 4 years. And today I want to share with you what I know after that journey. If you're new, welcome to this channel, Healthy Living with Ruth and Casey. If you've been here for a while, you'll know that usually my mom Ruth is here with me. She's my partner in crime, but today she is on vacation. And so today I want to share with you a little bit about my journey of having gained 150 pounds through 2 pregnancies. So I gained 85 pounds in the first one, lost that, gained 65 in the next one, lost that. Combined in the last 4 years, that's 150 pounds that I gained and lost. And I'm going to tell you that it took a lot of intentionality and hard work for me to lose that weight. The weight did not fall off of me after I gave birth like it does for some people. Every one of us is different. Maybe you've had a similar experience where you gained some weight during pregnancy, whether it was a small amount or a large amount, and the weight just stayed, right? And so what I want to share with you today are really 3 points that I've learned, things that I know very definitively after having lost 150 pounds. I want to ask you if you would please subscribe to this channel. Ruth and I are really passionate about sharing this message of how to get healthy in your mind, body, and soul from a faith-based perspective. And your like, your subscribe, your bell notification turned on really helps the algorithm to know to get our content out to more people. And so I'm going to just dive right in and start with, if you want to lose weight in a sustainable way where that weight is not just going to come back on after you've lost it, then the most important thing is that restriction, deprivation, and punishment will never, ever get you lasting results in a weight loss journey. Before I got pregnant and gained all that weight the first time, I had been on every fad diet out there that you could imagine. I had done Atkins, I had done Whole30, I had done the cabbage soup diet, I had done Weight Watchers, I had taken terrible diet pills, I had done it all. And every time that I would lose some weight on one of those fad diets, my purpose in doing it was to drop some weight because I didn't like how I looked. I didn't like myself. I didn't like the way that I looked in the mirror. And so it was like punishing myself on these horrible fad diets by saying, I'm never going to eat bread again, or I'm never going to eat chocolate again, because I didn't like myself. I just want to say it to you this way. You cannot get a positive result from a negative starting point. And so we have to start flipping the script. We have to start thinking about losing weight as, what can we do to improve our health? What can I do to care enough about myself today to prioritize my health and my weight loss? That's a very different way to start a weight loss journey than, I hate myself and I'm going to go on another diet starting tomorrow morning. Right? Now, the thing is, I don't believe in diets. Ruth doesn't believe in diets. In fact, we have developed a whole program that's helped thousands of women lose weight called the 10-day WeighDown Plan, which is what I used to lose those 150 pounds. That's not about another diet. Is it going to make some changes to what you're currently eating? Yeah, it is. Because we have to start making decisions for the sake of our health and make decisions that line up with our goals if we want to lose weight. But it's not just another diet. We don't believe in eliminating food groups. We don't believe in counting calories or points or all of those things, because all of those things are flawed systems. Like if you think about trying to count calories, well, think about Weight Watchers. I have done Weight Watchers before, and here's what I would do. I would not eat all day, or I would like barely nibble on some little thing so that I could save up and eat all my day's worth of points or calories in the evening by binging on ice cream or chips. Counting calories, depending on how you're doing it, like it can be an effective way to lose weight, but it can also be a very ineffective way to lose weight. And it can really perpetuate the fad diet cycle and all of those crossed wires in our brains where we're like, ooh, that has too many calories, so I can never eat it, right? How many times have you said, oh, I can't eat a banana because it has too many calories or too many carbs? But that's silly, because a banana is a good, healthy, wholesome food that God created that does a lot of good for your body. So all that to say, when you decide that you are ready to lose the weight once and for all, you've got to shift the perspective in your mind from, oh, I hate myself and therefore I can never eat bread again, or therefore I'm going to count calories or restrict this or never eat that. We have to change that. We have to flip the script and go, okay, I'm going to choose to care enough about myself today to make good, healthy choices. I am going to make decisions that line up with my goal. And if you want to know the secrets that I used to lose the 150 pounds, here they are. They're nothing that mind-boggling or mind-blowing, but I used portion control. I stopped eating before I felt full, and I got rid of the processed junk out of my life, right? That's not to say I never eat processed junk. That's not to say I've never been through a drive-thru again. But it is to say that we have to start making decisions about health. We have to start making decisions that are based on good, healthy foods that fuel our body. And that really is the key that I used, is learning to view food as fuel for my body. So the next thing that I know, and you know too if you've ever lost weight, losing weight is uncomfortable. There's just simply no way around this point, okay? And I think sometimes when we can just wrap our heads around the fact that, you know what, this is gonna be an uncomfortable journey. But if I want to reach my goals, if I want to lose the weight, if I have this goal here that I'm willing to work towards, then I have to choose what I want most over what I want right now. And in fact, that's the definition that I would use for the word self-discipline. I've currently been working through Craig Groeschel's new book, The Power to Change. I will link that below in the notes as well if you want to grab yourself a copy. It's a wonderful book. That's the definition that he uses of self-discipline, choosing what I want most over what I want right now. When we choose what we want most, there's pain associated with that, because it means that we are delaying that instant gratification that we're looking for by going for that next hit of food, by going for that chocolate bar, by going for that bag of chips. There's pain associated there. But we can either have that pain, the pain of like saying no to that instant gratification, or we can have the pain of regret of not having achieved what we want most. There's pain either way, so we have to choose our heart. But really what we have to understand, we have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that's really challenging, right? Nobody likes to be uncomfortable. Nobody likes to feel hungry. Nobody likes to feel like you're missing out, like you're being left out, saying no thank you to the dessert or to the fries or to the chips or whatever it is. There's pain either way. And so you have to choose your heart, and you have to learn to breathe through the uncomfortable and to just accept that, you know what, here's what I want most. Getting there is going to be uncomfortable, but you know what? I'm going to grow through the process. God's going to teach me some things through the process. God's going to do a work in me and through me in that process, which leads me to the third thing that I really wanted to express today about losing weight, is that the journey cannot just be all drudgery. If going on a weight loss journey, if going on the next diet for you, all you can think of is like the drudgery associated with it, and your whole life just feels like it's over and like life isn't worth living and like you can't continue living while you're on this diet, then it's not going to work. It cannot be a journey of drudgery. We have to learn how to find ways to enjoy the journey. And that itself is challenging, right? Because many of us use food as our source of comfort, or our source of enjoyment, our source of love, our source of joy, our source of all of these things. Entertainment is a big one, right? And so when we think about taking away what we love, which is the food, then it can feel like we're losing our whole life. But we have to learn how to find joy in other ways so that our life isn't just drudgery. We have to learn that food cannot be our everything. Food is just food. Okay, and that sounds like such a funny thing to say, but it's really profound if you stop to think about it, because food is just food. Food is nourishment for our bodies. Yes, there's a lot of other things associated with it, like, it's good to enjoy the food that we eat. We want to enjoy it. God wants us to enjoy the food that we eat, right? There is enjoyment. There is fellowship associated with food. So there are all these other aspects of it, but many of us have put food in a very unhealthy place in our lives. And we have to get back to looking at food as fuel for our bodies and learn how to think that food is just food. And so when we can start to uncross all of those wires that we have from fad diet culture, we really can start to learn how to incorporate joy or how to find joy even amidst a weight loss journey, right? And maybe it's things like you have to find a friend who you're going to go for a daily or a couple times a week for a walk with them in the evening and enjoy a visit together. Maybe it's going to mean that you are going to have a bubble bath a couple nights a week so that you have something to enjoy in the evening that you're looking forward to. Maybe it's going to be that you're going to buy yourself a new pair of earrings at the end of the week after a busy week of work and doing the weight loss thing, right? How can you incorporate joy? How can you have something to look forward to in your life? Because it cannot be a journey of drudgery. In fact, I want to say, while losing the weight, we have to learn how to love what we are eating, or at least like it. Because if you think about going and trying to lose weight, and if you think the food's just going to be disgusting, well, then it is going to be disgusting. So how do we change that perspective in our brains too? How do we make healthy changes to the things that we love and then use portion control so that we can still enjoy what we're eating, right? And that really is what our 10-day WeighDown Plan is all about. It's about eating delicious foods that taste amazing. In fact, that is one of the best comments that we get every time somebody buys our plan is that, you know what? The food tastes amazing. I don't know how I'm going to lose weight eating food that tastes this good, but they do. Everybody who has done our plan has lost weight, okay? If they have actually done it. And they haven't even done it perfectly, they've just done it. And so it's about learning how to make good, healthy food that tastes delicious so you're not going I don't want to eat that, another salad. Because it doesn't have to be just salad and birdseed and rabbit food, right? You can lose weight while eating amazing, good food because God created amazing, good, healthy foods. And if we learn how to prepare it in ways that give good nourishment to our bodies, then it's like a win-win on every front. And then if we can learn how to use portion control, then we really don't have to eliminate food groups, right? We don't have to say, I'm never going to eat bread again. Let's just find a healthier alternative to the white breads that we're buying at the store that have no nutritional value for us at all and that actually harm our bodies because they're causing big spikes in our sugar levels. So those are really the key points that I learned that are pretty inherent in me at this point after having gained and lost 150 pounds, that it has to be a journey of caring enough about myself to lose the weight. It cannot be a journey of hating myself and punishing myself and depriving myself of foods. That won't work. What will work is deciding that I want to be a good steward of the mind, body, and soul that God gave me. And so what choices can I make then in regards to what I'm going to consume as food that will honor that will, make me a good steward of this body? I also really learned that losing weight is uncomfortable. There were many nights that I went to bed where I felt like I really wanted to go have a bedtime snack. Did I need it? No. Was it uncomfortable not to have it? Yes. Was it uncomfortable to be the person at the dinner table or at, going out to eat who ordered not the burger and fries? Yes. Did I want the burger and fries? Sometimes, but your taste buds will change. I will tell you that as well. Losing weight is uncomfortable. And finally, we have to learn how to find joy through the journey. And we have to allow God to do a work in us and through us on this weight loss journey. Because if you can view it like that, we are more than conquerors. The Bible tells us that. And so if we can learn to view this as another journey that God is taking us through, well, then don't you think he's going to do a work in you and through you on this weight loss journey? And honestly, as believers, what more do we want than for God to be doing a work in us and through us? And so surrender your weight loss journey to him and you'll be amazed at what happens. You'll probably even end up growing in the fruits of the Spirit, which Ruth and I did another video that I will post in the show notes below, because you know what? God's going to teach you some things. So thank you for being here watching. If you are interested in the 10-day WeighDown Plan that I have talked a little bit about, that is what I used to lose 150 pounds, you can check that out in the description below. It's at 10dayweighdown.com. And I will link the book below for The Power to Change. And what else? I think that's everything. Thank you for being here watching. I hope that this information will be useful for you as you move forward in your weight loss journey. And in fact, tell me in the comments which point resonates with you the most. Like, which one did you go like, oh yeah, gotta start thinking of my weight loss journey in that context. So let me know in the comments below. And always, we like to end these videos by saying, until next time, treat your body like a temple, not a trash can.